everybody, Prepper Del here. Welcome to my channel. So today we're going to be starting on the Urban Survival Bag series. I think what I'll do on this one is I'll show you the bag I've chose to start with, why I've chose that bag, and then we'll go into some key things about what urban survival is and what it means. So before we go on to that, I'll show you my bags I've chosen first. So the bag I've chosen is medium assault bag, 40 litres, Combat UK. It's a good, robust bag. Retails for about £45. It's got a great loading area and the two external pouches plus all the extra molly. We've also got molly on the belt, which is really good. We've got different comms points we can put through. We can also feed the camel pouch and that through that. Other water bladders are available. Other than that, there's nothing standing out about this bag. Remember, we're in an urban environment. We've got to take the grey man approach. I know that's a bit of people are like that, oh, talking about the grey man again. It's just about not standing out in the environment like a sore thumb. If you're going to buy £400 worth of Arctic's jacket or a £500 backpack, you're going to stand out in an environment you don't want to be standing out in, especially if you're alone. So I really like this. It's got padded straps, adjustable. We've got elasticated ties on these that I can tie the straps off. It's got a waist belt if you need to get out of dodge quick. It's also got a chest tightener. I never use these, but you can use it. The reason I don't use them is it goes back to the old military days of if you've got to drop your bag and get going fast. I don't fasten them at all. It's also got a grab handle on there. If you notice, I don't have any Velcro patches. I don't have anything on this that makes it stand out. I don't have extra packs attached to the outside of it. There's nothing that would make you think that what I'm carrying here is more than what people would normally carry to the work, change your clothes in the lunchbox. That's what I like about that. Now you could use other ones. Could use a small 28 litre mini pack, but to be honest, it is usable, but it's not as comfortable. I don't like the straps on them particularly much, but I think they're alright as a quick grab bag. But would I use that as my main bag? No, I wouldn't. I'd use that one. So let's get on to a wee bit of what urban survival is. Basically, urban survival is toughing it out in the belly of the beast. You've got to have the resolve to survive in an urban environment. Urban survival skills you need to know: safety, shelter, food and water. You can build on those key things, and you will get there and you will survive it. What is urban survival? Urban survival is having the ability to survive amongst sheer numbers of people, the threat of sheer numbers of people. That is going to be your primary concern. So there's three key things that you need to know about this. One, primary, avoid people. So under that is you need to avoid people as much as you can. Now this is going to be really difficult. Say if you're in New York City, 8.5 million people, impossible to avoid people, but you need to limit it. That's where another rule comes in: situation awareness. I cannot emphasize enough what situation awareness is. It's about knowing what's around you. One of the underutilized factors by preppers is not gathering intel, not knowing what's around them, what's moving around them, and what is. They just like, let's grab, I've got my prepping shit, I'm fine, let's crack on with it. You've got to be situation aware. You know, this is everything from spotting out landmarks, lay points, knowing movement. Are you being followed? Is that person on a corner a spotter for a mob that's just round the corner? Are those people on the corner going to be looking for you to mug you. You as a lone person is a high risk of being approached by people and a mob. You know, you've got to be hiding and lurking in the shadows. Basically, you've got to evade, escaping evasion. That's where the military terms come into this. You need to escape and you need to survive. You all need to survive. You also need to scavenge for resources. So that's the reason for a 40 litre bag and not a 120 litre Bergen with all your shit in it. You're in a city, scavenge. When you come into scavenging, you're not going to go and scavenge in Walmart. Every man and his dog is going to go there. You need to think outside the box. You need to think schools, hospitals, you know, places of work where people wouldn't think to, that have a canteen. Think of those type of places, and you know, that will help you. That will help you survive. What you've got to realise is what would normally take you, say you've got to get 10 mile to rural surroundings because you're bugging out. You know, normally in a day you could do that at a push, but in a urban survival environment, when you're being stealth and trying to evade people, then that's going to lead into days. And this is what you've got to be aware. Have situation awareness of where you are, what is around you, and what's happening around you. It's paramount for survival. So these are kind of the boring parts of urban survival. There's so much to talk about it, and there's so much to know about it. Sometimes you find it quite hard to explain or about it when you do know it, but just remember, you've got to tough it out in the belly of the beast. Key is survival, situation awareness, avoid others, and scavenge. That is your keys. Get intel wherever you can, get familiar. You know, the most common misconception is people have is they're going to be at home when a world level event happens. Shit hits the fan. I'll be at home, all my shit's there. No, you can't think like that. You've got to think you won't be at home. What will you have on your persons when a catastrophic world event happens and you need to bug out and get home? So always think of the worst case scenario, that you're in the middle of the city, you've got to get to your bug point. Your bug point being your first location, your home, if you decide to bug in or not, or if you're just going there to extract family members to get out of Dodge. So this is the first part of that series. I just wanted to put those points across to you. Safety, shelter, food and water. Remember, we're going to be scavenging for those and finding those. Remember your skills, avoid others, situation awareness, and scavenging. We're going to be learning about those, and you're going to learn how to survive in the belly of the beast. Now, our series will be based on us being in our vehicles and we get stranded in the city, so it'll be things that you only have in your bag to get you to your bug out point. That will be the focus of our urban bag out series. So I hope I've covered a few points there, and I hope that you'll take on board and learn those three skills. And remember, evasion is paramount. You know that you need to survive amongst people. That's what urban survival is. So we need to avoid others. We need situation awareness. Cannot emphasize enough how important that is. That comes into everyday life now, not just in the shit hits the fan event. You know, everything that's going on in the world now, you need situation awareness. That's the key, guys. And scavenge. So for me, that's a point I want to put across without going too much into detail, and people have been like that, oh man, that's boring the shit out of me. So remember, let's survive in the belly of the beast together. We've got our bag. Show me your bag, tell me what your bag is, and we'll take it from there. You don't need the biggest and you don't need the best. Grey man, black, no markings, no extra crap on it, and we'll crack on with this series. Looking forward to catching you on the next one. So that's your 3 skills. Remember them. and we'll move on with the rest of the series. Now remember, Prepper in the Woods is in on this series with us as well, so I'll always put a link to his channel, and you can go and check out the stuff that he does too. So, what have you to remember, guys? 1, I can't quite hear that, avoid others. 2, situation awareness, remember that at all cost. 3, scavenge for resources. If we have those keys, we can move on with the series, because you and I want to survive in the belly of the beast. As always, keep prepping. Please like, comment and subscribe. Stay safe everybody. Prepper Del out.